Brought to you by Gamesy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Mumbai Indians versus Delhi Capitals, a very crucial match for Rishabh Pant's team. Mumbai can play the party poopers, but if Delhi Capitals lose, their playoff chances are all but over. So heading into this crucial clash, I will be giving you the fantasy tips for Mumbai versus Delhi at the Wankhede Stadium. Firstly, I will start off with the budget buys for Mumbai versus Delhi. Looking at the budget buys in both the Mumbai Indians and the Delhi Capitals camp, you don't have that many choices if I look at it. Mumbai Indians, I would look at Tilak Verma. He has been simply outstanding for Mumbai Indians as a budget buy, and he's also one of the leading run getters in this season, mind you. In the Delhi Capitals side, if I have to look at it, you can have either of Sarfaraz Khan or Lalit Yadav, who've been in top form. Sarfaraz was good with the bat opening along with David Warner. We don't know whether Prithvi Shaw will be back for that final game because he's still recovering from his bout of typhoid. So it'll be very interesting to see what will be the Delhi team composition. But Sarfaraz and Lalit Yadav might be your budget buys in the Delhi camp, while in the Mumbai Indians side, I would probably look at only Tilak Verma as my budget buy. After the budget buys, I will now look at the overseas options for Delhi and Mumbai. If I have to look at the overseas options for Mumbai versus Delhi, well, it is very simple, folks. Mumbai have Tim David, who has been simply sensational at the death. Tim David almost got Mumbai Indians over the line in Sunrisers Hyderabad, and in previous other games also, he's given them the finishing touches. If not for Tim David, perhaps you can persist with Daniel Sams because he's been Mumbai's top wicket taker in this season. If you don't want to pick the overseas buys from the Mumbai Indians team, I would probably go for David Warner and Mitchell Marsh in the Delhi Capitals side. David Warner is Mr. Consistent. Mitchell Marsh has been an impact player for Delhi Capitals. So I would go with these two overseas options in the Delhi Capitals team. After the overseas options, I will now tell you my captaincy choices for Mumbai versus Delhi. Captaincy options, I would keep it rather simple. I would put David Warner as my captain if you're picking from the Delhi Capitals team, because Warner is a big game player and he will give you the runs at that particular time. Although he failed against Punjab, he'll come good in the game against Mumbai. If you don't want a Delhi Capitals captain but you want to pick a Mumbai Indians skipper, then I would say you persist with Ishan Kishan or you will want to go with Tilak Verma. Ishan Kishan looked good in the previous games as well as Rohit Sharma, but Tilak Verma has been consistent. So if I want to look at the captaincy options for Mumbai, I would persist with Tilak Verma, or a dark horse could be Ishan Kishan. If you want to pick a Delhi Capitals captain, pick David Warner. So if you want a mix of both, keep David Warner as the captain and keep Tilak Verma as your vice captain. After the captaincy choices, I will now pick my fantasy 11 for Delhi versus Mumbai. If I have to pick my fantasy 11 for Mumbai versus Delhi, well, I will open with David Warner as well as Rohit Sharma. Yes, these two can make a terrific opening duo if I have to look at it. Mitchell Marsh might slot in at number 3, followed by Tilak Verma at number 4. If I have to look at number 5, Tim David is my option, followed by number 6, Rishabh Pant. So I have already fitted in 3 Indians and 3 foreigners in my batting lineup. If I have to look at the bowling lineup, well, I will go with Kuldeep Yadav as my number 7 because he has been simply outstanding, followed by Shardul Thakur at 8. Then I would want to look at Daniel Sams, my final overseas option, at number 9. And then I will possibly end it with Jasprit Bumrah. And if I may have to look at it, perhaps get in Hrithik Shokeen, because Shokeen has been a pretty good spinner if you want to look at it, and he's also chipped in with the bat. So of course Shokeen will not come in at 10, slightly higher up the order, but I would go in with Shokeen and Bumrah for that matter. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this fantasy video. Don't forget to download the Gamesy app. You stand to win 5 crore prize money every day. You can also make teams in 5 over slots as well as in the second innings. No other fantasy app gives you that privilege. Thank you.